I have some friends or clients actually, Sicilian brothers, and what they're seeing is houses under 200,000, they could sell like that.
Yes.
Houses over 500,000, they could sell like that. But that 201 to 499 range, they can't sell. They're just not going.
And something when I started doing residential, obviously in a crazy market, price reductions were non-existent. And if there was a price reduction, you were like, there's something wrong with this house.
Right.
Or this agent didn't price it correctly, didn't do their due diligence, whatever. And now a stat again I heard today was price reductions are up 49%. Or like 49% of homes are seeing price reductions right now. So it's 1 in every 2 houses are seeing price reductions.
So do you think, could that be less about the market itself and more of the inexperience of the realtors that are working on them? Because in my experience, when it comes to realtors, and again, you got me
I know, I'm
a
sorry.
hard T.
I'm sorry.
You got me on the hard T.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome to the audience, or thank you, whatever. Is typically, in my experience in the investment world, the realtors are the least knowledgeable about the process and what's going on. Obviously, that's just not everyone. And I'm not talking about you at all.
I'm taking no offense to this
You
whatsoever.
shouldn't at all. You're like, I've been doing this 8 years. But it seems like they just overpriced it, because they were doing that. Oh, look, and there's a little bit of greed factor. Because I know, I was literally just having this conversation about 45 minutes ago. Because 2 years ago, I was looking for a new office space, and I know that commercial real estate is different. Then I get it, but the realtor that I was talking to, they wouldn't negotiate on price. This commercial property been sitting there for years, had been vacant for years, and then you add COVID, nobody's coming to this place, and they would not budge on price. And I'm just like, what is going on here? And I mean, it's still vacant.
So I actually have a theory.
I don't know what my point there was.
That's okay. But I want to circle back to your original
please,
conversation.
Keep me in check.
I have a theory on these price reductions and kind of like where obviously it has everything to do with their buyers are coming out of the market. They're afraid of interest rates. Interest rates are actually like pretty standard to years past, but they do look very scary comparatively speaking to a year ago when rates were in the 2s. But I think because people came in 2021 like guns a-blazing, offering,
Stupid.
10, 20, 30% over list price, that artificially inflated the value of homes. And so now when we as the experts, we as realtors are running a CMA trying to price out your house when we're listing it, we're running off numbers that are in a database that we use daily.
Right.
And these are not numbers we made up.
Right.
These are artificially inflated numbers from a year ago,
right.
6 months ago, 3 months ago. And so, yeah, we are going to put the house on the market for what we believe is a reasonable price because of the stats and the numbers that we've pulled from a very reliable database. But when you look at it like from a bird's eye view, like these artificially inflated prices are not the right prices.
Right.
So now these realtors that are just doing their job, and for the most part, they're doing a great job, right? They're doing what they've learned and what they've been told. But then this house is overpriced, and what do you do?
I love that perspective because, yes, I took kind of like an overtly comedic, like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. But I didn't take into account that, yeah, they're just doing what the MLS tells them.
Yeah.
They're just looking at the comps going, well, that one is a like for like, and it's sold for $200 a square foot. So, hey, let's price in the market. We'll do $198 a square foot. And even though $198 is cheaper than that one, it's still miles above what it should be.
Yeah.
So that's a point I didn't think of.